Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. And today on this edition of Channel Chat, I have Jack from Factors of Jack. How you doing, man?
Good, good. How you?
Well, better
Yeah,
now that we got started. If you guys, it was so hilarious. We were trying to get this up and running, and I couldn't get Jack's audio to come up, and I'm like, "What is going on?" And after asking KC from Knives Fast to like help me out, man. Is it on my end? Is it on his end? Well, it was on my end, so I do apologize for that, Jack, but we've got it all figured out now, so hopefully we can get it taken care of. So, well,
like I
cool, man.
said, this is my first time on Zoom, so
Yeah, it was I just recently started doing it, basically late last year when I really started doing the channel chats. And well, for me, it was just a fear of technology, to be perfectly honest with you. That's kind of why I hadn't started before. But we're here, we're doing it, and we're going to talk about some knives today. How's that sound? So, okay, let me, well, tell us a little bit about yourself, Jack.
okay. I don't know what to tell, but yeah, my name's Jack, 53 years old. I live in upstate New York, right on the southern tier. So if you look at the map, the flat part right above Pennsylvania,
Yeah, yeah.
we're right about in the middle,
Okay, cool, cool,
and
very
it's
cool.
not any too warm. It's 20 some degrees out,
Ooh, bit chilly,
but
bit chilly. Have you
I'm not.
guys
I'm
have you
not.
guys had a lot of snow yet this year?
Right before Christmas, we had that big snowstorm.
Did you?
We probably got 2 foot,
Oh, gee,
18 inches,
really?
2 foot,
Are you
but
kidding?
not much
Wow,
since then, so that's good.
wow. Oh
Yeah,
man,
we usually get a good snow the beginning of the season,
yeah.
then one in March or even April.
Oh really?
Yeah, usually
Yeah.
we have February thaw, but
To be
yeah, like I
perfectly
said, I'm
honest with you, that's when we
53.
get ours
But
too. That's when if we get snow, it's usually end of January, first part of February. That's usually when we get
yeah,
it.
we'll get some. Then we'll have a warm period.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I tell you what, I don't miss that at all. I do not miss the snow, and I grew up in the Midwest and grew up in snow, and yeah, I don't miss it. I'll be perfectly honest with you. But
I
cool,
don't.
cool. What?
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind the snow. It's the cold.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear you. I hear you. Well, I tell you what. So let's get to know a little bit about Jack. What got you into knives to begin with?
Well, I've always been. I had knives when I was a young kid. I had Swiss Army knives, I had open L's, I had Boy Scout knives, and you know, I used and abused them, and I don't know what happened to them all. I remember breaking the blade on one, but really I don't remember.
Right.
And I've always had some kind of knife that I carried. Usually like to me, for a long time I thought they were all traditional knives or like a buck 110.
Sure.
So like in high school, everyone had a buck 110,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
either in your pocket or in a sheath on your belt. And we
Yep.
used to carry them to school,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
carry them to school
Without
all
a
the
doubt.
time.
Yeah.
Now you take a Gerber dime with a little blade on it, you'll get kicked out.
Oh yeah. Well, that's just it. Especially in the fall when we go to everybody, all this, well, the guys, okay. You would drive to school and it was no surprise to see 5, 6 pickups in the school parking lot with a rifle in the rifle rack in the back window
Oh, I
because
know,
you'd usually go hunting after school
right?
during hunting
I didn't have
season,
a pickup, but
so
I always had one prop. I had one propped up in the back seat many times.
yeah, so I mean different times, man, different times without question.
Yeah, it's
So,
changed a lot.
oh
But
my
yeah,
goodness.
like I've always had a knife. I've worked in the same place for 34 years. I was maintenance mechanic for most of it, and with that comes carrying some kind of knife, a utility knife or
Sure.
something like that. So, but yeah, sometime last year, I'm like, I want a knife. I don't have a good knife, and I sure didn't buy a good knife, but I'm like, I'm gonna get a knife. So, what the first one I got? Well, I started watching videos, and everybody, you know, talked about the Kershaw Shuffle back then.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So, actually, I ordered that. Got tired of waiting. Went to Walmart, and I got the little hot wire for like $11,
There you go. There you go.
which is actually for $11 knife. It's not too bad.
Dude, I love
It's
my
only like
hot
three
wire. I love
CR.
my hot wire.
Yeah, it's only like 3 CR or 5 CR.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it cuts. Have to sharpen it, but
Yeah. Yeah.
then I got that. But so I carried those for a while,
Sure.
and I don't know. Over the past year, I got like 50, 60 knives now.
Oh yeah. Right on. So so what made you start the channel?
Well, I actually started the channel like 5 years ago. My wife got me the the cheap GoPro that was out at the time
Sure.
for Christmas. So originally, I was going to do like a cycling channel. It used to be called JDR Cycling and More. But
Okay.
I'm not an elite cyclist or anything.
Right.
It's just more for fun. I did do a ride streak, 750 days, and that included 2 winters in upstate New York. So
So I'm guessing that means you rode for 750 days straight.
yeah, yep,
Dude, that's impressive.
yeah. If I got out, I mean it was sub-zero and snowing, and I got out and I did actually 1.2 miles. I counted that as a ride.
Well, hey, yeah, in sub-zero temperature, yeah, that's definitely a ride.
Yeah,
Riding down to the sidewalk and back in sub-zero temperatures would be a ride to me. Holy cow.
and yeah, it is. Believe me, I didn't even have to.
Wow.
I had it figured out exactly how to go, where to go, turn around, and come back to get it.
Right? No,
But
hey, I'm with you, man. That's pretty cool, man. 750. That's dedication, man. That's dedication.
oh, I mean, I've had to take my bike salmon fishing. We had this yearly salmon trip, and for like 2 years, I took that with me and rode it. I've taken it to Ohio. I mean, I've taken it places just so I could keep it going.
Sure. No, that's
That's my
cool, man.
that's kind of my, I don't know, compulsive nature.
No, dude, I think that shows determination, and that's awesome, man. So, okay, what kind of bike?
I got two giants. One is the Escape, and that's more of a relaxed. You sit more upright.
Okay.
And the other one's Any Road, which is like they call it a adventure bike. It's kind of like a gravel bike.
Okay.
So that one's got the old 10-speed handlebars,
Sure. Okay. Okay.
but it's got
Right
like
on.
skinny but knobby tires on it, and the geometry is a little different. But yeah, either one. I got an old giant mountain bike. That's why I would ride in the snow. Had
Right.
fatter tires on it. A little small for me, but I did it. See, the whole 1.2 miles, that's how far I live from work. That's how far my ride was.
Oh, okay. Right on.
And
I was wondering what the 1.2 miles was
so I
signified,
figured
but that's cool. That's cool.
if I can make it to work, counts as a ride. So there were days I didn't ride it to work, but I came home and then rode it.
Oh, really? Huh, that
See this
is
one?
what you got. Oh, that's the Rough Rider.
Yeah, that's the Big Red. That's the one I kind of named Big Red
Yeah.
after you.
Yeah, yeah, I remember
But I
that. That's
named them
cool.
into the Rough Riders. I got a few.
No, that's really cool.
Then then I have the sous chef one. This is actually my daughter's. I give it to her for cooking Thanksgiving dinner for us.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So yeah, I brought all my. I think I got all my knives out here. I have a little room in my garage. It's kind of my studio, YouTube studio, eBay room. 'Cause I
Right.
sell stuff on eBay.
Okay.
That's kind of how I fund my knife addiction, my EDC addiction. So I don't have everything out here. I keep everything in the house. So I brought everything out last night.
Nice. Nice. No, that's cool. Now, it was really funny when you did that, the whole big red thing. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, you did a review on it, and I'm like, yeah, that's too cool. It's a big one. So I'm like, I'm gonna get it. It's like, yeah, call it Big Red.
That's awesome. That is very
It's
cool.
a fingerprint magnet though.
Oh, I bet. Well, and mine, yeah, mine is kind of too. It's not too bad, but it's all right. So my
This
curiosity
one
is, how do
actually,
you? I know I like the locking aspect of the bigger sod busters like that.
yeah, it works good. I mean, it feels pretty good in hand. I thought that big, huge lock would bother me, but it doesn't.
No,
Now
it's
this one's way off centered. It's actually it rubs a little bit on the be this side. I don't know if you
oh
can see it, but
oh, does it
I
really?
don't know how to fix it on this. So
Yeah, I have. Well, I actually have. I actually have two of them now. I've had somebody sent me one, so that's kind of cool. But it's funny. Somebody sent me that same knife, and then you named that. So that's kind of people must think that knife just I don't know represents me or looks like me or something, which it does because I have, like I said, I have two now. So I am very much I am very much digging it.
yeah, it's a Rough Rider and it's red. I mean,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
else you gonna think of?
that's true. I do like my Rough Riders. But hey, did you hear that I don't know how you've been in with the like the Rough Rider reserves?
No, I didn't get anything out of that.
Didn't get anything out of that. Well, the barback just went on sale. The 004, the newest one. It looks
No, no, I
like
didn't
it
get
looks
that.
like it's in now.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm gonna have to be picking one of those up. Yeah. Yep. I definitely think I'm gonna have to be picking one of those up.
I'll definitely check that after this.
So yeah, I'm I know there were some issues with it, you know. There was some issues with the Whittler, with a little bit of blade wrap. Mine did have some, not a lot, couple of sharpenings, and it'll probably be non-existent. I guess some people had some with the easy open razor, the 001. So I'm really interested to see this one. My razor didn't have any issue, so I'm really interested to see this bar back and see where it's gonna go, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, talk about Rough Riders. um, they got these little sheaths or slips.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They just started
So
doing the sheaths.
yeah, I picked these up. I mean, what are they? $2.99 and $3.99.
Yeah, something like that. It's really, really inexpensive.
Like this is a large one, and open L number 7 fits in it. So I like using the open L's, but they don't stand up in my pocket. That's the only thing about traditionals.
Yeah, yeah, true.
But yeah, I mean these are not bad. The stitching's good and stuff. Plus I got the little knife pick. This is a Rough Rider. Little micarta scales on it.
Oh yeah, I've got one of those. I've got one of those here myself. Did you hear the
Yeah,
story behind that?
no.
It was funny. Apparently, um, I well, it was on Guys Talk Knives one day. They were talking about a slip joint. Don't remember which one, but apparently Andy. I guess I cut my nails too short or something, and Andy was worried that. Or Andy said I scared him when I opened slip joints. I guess because of my short
Oh,
nails. So they actually sent me one. That was kind of funny. I don't know. I was like, okay, if you say so. You know what I mean?
yeah. But
I don't know. But
yeah, I
yes.
use it as a little pry tool. That's what I use it for.
Well, yeah, it's got the little pry side on it too. So yeah, that works.
Even this works pretty good for certain things. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
I have not picked up any of the little slips yet. I'm lacking on that. So are they pretty good?
Yeah, they're pretty stiff, but
Are they?
um, yeah, they'll break in. They stretch, but
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah.
oil them up. They seem pretty well made.
Yeah, see, there you go. I don't know if you can see the screen or not, but I got my little
Oh
pry
yeah.
tool as well. So yeah, I have one handy here just in case I get in a situation where I need one. So now what do you think
Yeah, I
about
was
that?
looking for slips, and I really wasn't finding nothing until I came across these and looking through Rough Rider knives. I ended up I made a couple out of an old bicycle inner tube. It's They actually worked pretty good and didn't cost me anything.
Oh, dude, that's pretty cool.
I mean, I cut the corners off. I mean, I really rough stitched it. I'm not no seamstress or anything like that for sure. But sewed it. Actually, I super glued it. So I've been carrying this Victorinox hiker I got for Christmas in it. It works pretty good.
Dude, that's awesome. It looks like it works pretty darn well, actually.
But yeah, I mean, I'll get creative when I want something I can't find it. There's a little bigger one I made.
Right, and that's all both out of bicycle inner tube.
Yeah,
What'd you stitch it with?
just sewing thread.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
That's
I said,
crazy. That's
I don't know
awesome.
how to sew, but
Hey, if it works, right?
yeah, and I mean, I did it real quick. It was an idea, so I'm like, I'm gonna try this. 10 minutes later, I came out with something that resembled something. So
Hey, it looks like it worked, man. It looks like it worked. So you can't you can't go wrong there. That's the main thing, right? It's if it works, it works.
yeah, if I
Very
got real
cool.
good, I'd mass produce them and sell them and get rich. But
There you go. You have to go through a lot of inner tubes that way.
yeah, they're not too expensive.
No, no. Oh, geez, man. I tell you what, it has been so long since I've even been on a bike. When my wife and I first got married, I was first in the military. I was stationed in San Diego, and Southern California, it's pretty much always sunny and the weather is usually always pretty good. So we both had bikes, and we rode bikes a lot there. We'd ride our bikes, down to the beach, and it was quite a ways actually. And then you ride up and down the beach or up and down the boardwalk and stuff. And but it's been a long time since I've been on a bike. I haven't had one for
Uh,
quite a while.
it's been a while since I've ridden because I ended up getting plantar fasciitis in both my feet.
Oh, dude, I had that in the Navy.
Oh, that's bad.
I only had it on one foot. That was bad enough.
Well, at one point I've had it in both feet, and one time I had it both feet at the same time,
Oh, yeah, that's
and
not good.
it literally takes you off your feet.
Oh, it
You can't.
does. Yeah.
But
Yeah, I know one foot was bad enough. I can't imagine both of them. Gee, many Christmas.
yeah, I ended up having surgery on one foot, which I'm glad I did it, but I don't know if I'd do it again.
Yeah, yeah.
And as soon as I got back on my feet from that, you know, got to walking, it came back in the other foot. So
Oh, man.
1 year I missed a lot of work, and I kind of quit riding, and
Yeah.
now it's winter time, and I don't have a 700 some day streak going, so I'm gonna wait till it gets warm out, start
I
that
hear
back
you.
up.
Yeah, I hear you. I can't say that I blame you there.
Going through winter time last year, the whole shutdown, stay home stuff,
Yeah.
which I worked all through it, but man, I got fat, so I can't wait for spring to get back on the bike.
I think we've, yeah, I think I can honestly say, unfortunately, that I've managed to this point to stay COVID free, but I've definitely put on a little bit of COVID weight. That's what I'm going to blame it on. That's what I'm going to
Yeah, a
blame it
lot of
on.
people have.
Oh my goodness. So what's your thoughts on the sous chef?
I I think it's pretty cool. Um, if this had pocket clip, I'd carry it.
Yeah, yeah. Now
But
I don't know if I'd
like
go that far, honestly.
no,
I
I think it's pretty cool looking.
oh, I do like the knife. There's no doubt about it. I currently don't have mine. Mine's down with Peter and Christine. They're checking it out. But uh I do like the knife, and it'll end up in our kitchen for sure, when I get it back. I don't know, just because of the width of it. You know what I
This
mean?
way,
Yeah, yeah, the height, there you go. The height of it with the blade and everything. I probably, even if it had a clip, I probably wouldn't carry it, to be perfectly honest with you.
it's not as it's not quite as wide as Manix 2.
Yeah, 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 it is a little bit
It's a lot
slimmer, isn't
heavier
it?
though.
Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, like you said, the pole line is kind of weak.
Yeah, yeah, mine was pretty weak, but to be perfectly honest with you, I mean, the lockup was fine. The lockup was
Oh yeah,
great. So, and I think that probably was the other reason why not that, I mean, I don't think it would really do anything in my pocket, you know, but that it'll definitely go in the kitchen, and it'll definitely get used in the kitchen without a question. We
yeah.
used it. Go
Well, I was
ahead.
just gonna say, yeah, this is in the kitchen. Like I said, I give it to my daughter. She likes to cook, and I've seen her use it a couple times. So
Oh yeah. And I mean, I really like that kind of Santoku style blade on it. I really like that for chopping and stuff. So yeah, it'll definitely be a staple in the kitchen, but it's a little bit bigger than what I like to carry, especially without a pocket clip. That's probably the best way to put it, you know.
yeah, I I don't have really huge knives, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't really carry a lot of bigger knives. I really, I like the more slender, um, I mean the PM2 is not a small knife, and I'll definitely carry it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's probably about as big as I'd like to carry. You know what I mean?
yeah,
The PM2 size.
I love carrying a PM2.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know what I just kind of had a I don't know. I had a bias towards Spyderco for some reason for the longest time. I have no idea
Yeah,
why. I think
I,
it might have been the blade. I don't know. But once I
yeah,
got one in
I
hand, I
kind
was
of
like,
did
oh,
too.
and I can't explain why. And it was kind of dumb because once I got one, I was like, wow, this is a really good knife, you know?
Yeah, I kind of felt the same way. I stayed away from them for a while, and then I saw the Tenacious at Walmart on sale, and I got it. And it actually, I do like the Tenacious. I
I
mean,
do
it is
too.
ACR 13, but it feels good in hand. I figured out how to, you know, Spidey flick it, so I kind of it grew on me real
Oh, now he's
fast.
now he's just showing off. He knows my problems, the Spidey flicking. So now he's just showing off. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, no. To be perfectly honest
So
with you, I
that's
did
the
not have
easiest
a
one to do it
tenacious.
with.
Now I cannot Spidey flick my tenacious. It's
Now,
stiff.
that's the easiest one.
Oh, really? That's funny. Mine's pretty stiff. I don't. I'm kind of tethered to the with the headphones here, but mine's still pretty stiff. I haven't had it for a real long time. Well, I haven't used it a lot to help it, you know, smooth out either. That would be a part of it, but um, I'm getting the hang of the Spidey flick. It's getting much better, put it that way. But man, the poor Tenacious people really dog on that knife.
Oh, I know.
And I don't know. I guess it's probably because it's 8CR, and because Spyderco is one that I mean, any new steel that comes out, Spyderco is putting it on something,
Right. And
and it's
the price.
probably a Mannix or something that because they I don't know. That's kind of the I don't want to get too deep into it, but holy crap, Spyderco remakes the same knife over and over and over. But hey, they sell them, so it's a good business model because they sell.
Yeah, the thing about with Tenacious, it's still 45, $50,
Yeah,
ACR.
yeah,
You get lot better knives for $50 now.
that is true.
But
That is very true. But
that was the first one. Then I picked up the Para 3 lightweight,
yep,
and then the Mannix 2. I like the lightweights. I don't mind the plastic, the FRN so much.
right, right.
I mean, these are super grippy, so you get over that, they're pretty good.
No, as far as FRN and stuff goes, I mean, Spyderco probably does it the best. The way they texture it and everything to give you that grip. Yeah, they do. I think they probably do. So what else you got to show us? Got what do we got now? He's bringing
But
something else out.
oh, I mean, just bring out the Spydercos.
Oh, the birds. There you go.
Yeah, Bird Harrier 2.
There you go. Yeah.
This is 8CR, but again, got the bidirectional grip,
Yeah.
the thin blade stock, so it is slicey,
I can't
and it's
remember who
pretty.
it was. Somebody just asked me about bird knives real recently, and I like bird knives. I
I
really
don't
do.
mind. I don't mind this one. It's the only one I have. But I just bought this off a friend. He let me borrow this for a review, and this is the Urban
Okay.
slip joint.
I have
And
not had one of those in hand. Very cool.
oh, this is awesome little knife. And 690. It's actually made in Italy.
Right on.
But yeah, he let me borrow a couple knives, and he goes, you can buy those two, but I don't want to get rid of the Spyderco. And finally, I had them for quite a while, and he goes, "Hey, you interested in those?" I'm like, "Yeah, the Spyderco." He goes, "Okay." So I got it like 25% off Blade HQ price, and
That's cool.
like brand new.
Right.
I got my hands on it, but
Now, to me, it just seems odd to see Spyderco as a slip joint.
yeah, I mean it's not. They make the UK legal one,
Right. Right.
UK BK or UK something it's called,
UK
but
UKPK?
yeah, something like that. And
Yeah.
I think this is about the same size.
I think you're right. I think it is.
Got a
There again,
little,
Spyderco, not only with the steels, but I mean, they go with, back lock, compression lock. They got all the different locks too. It's just kind of weird seeing one, for me anyway. It's kind of weird seeing one as a slip joint. Not that I have anything against it because it looks like it's a pretty cool little knife.
yeah, you might recognize this one. This came out of that mystery box, the honeybee. I
That's
think it's
the
the honeybee.
Oh my goodness. Dude, they make some little ones too. What is it?
But
The man bug? Is that another one of the
yeah,
really tiny ones? Oh, here we go. It's not a Spyderco. It's a Rough Rider, but you want to look at small knives. What is that? Look at that little guy.
oh, that's definitely tiny.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but those little Spydercos are pretty cool.
Yeah, I was gonna put this on my keychain, but I carry a little Victorinox Classic on my keys. It's got little, scissors and stuff on it. So,
Oh, I love the
but you
SD
got that
Classic.
for yeah. This came out of that mystery box we bought there a while back. But
That's pretty
for
cool.
such a little knife, little 2 finger grip, it's actually pretty ergonomic.
Now, I will admit, Jack, I think that's the first time I've heard anybody use the word ergonomic with a two-fingered knife. So,
Hey,
hey, but if
I think
there again, if it works, it works.
this would be excellent for one of those Altoid tin survival
There you
kits.
go. Yeah, for sure. That would be perfect for that. That would be a good little blade to put in there.
I might have to make another
There,
one of those up. I
there
had
you
one for a
go.
while, and I kind of took everything out and put it in other kits I have. Because
Cool.
I don't just do knives. I try to do EDC, you know, items too. I have
Yeah,
flashlights,
yeah.
wallets, pry tools.
I try as well, and it usually ends up mostly knives. I mean, I've got a little bit of other stuff on the channel, but it usually ends up as mostly knives.
I like doing the knives. It's my knife buying slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, mine has too. Mine definitely has too.
Wasn't for Christmas, I wouldn't have anything new.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay, so right now, what would you say is your favorite kind of brand? And it doesn't even have to be a brand, but
Uh, Probably. I like the Spydercos, but They're they're at the top of my. I got all the ones I can afford, really. Now I was trying to get
Right.
all the U.S. made ones.
Sure. Sure.
But I guess would that be Civivi? I got one, two, three, four, five, six, seven Civivis.
Yeah. Civivi makes a good knife. And
And the
have
latest
you?
one I got,
Oh, go ahead. Yeah. What you got?
latest one is the Ortus.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is kind of like my surprise knife of the year. You know, I carry this a ton, and I still do, but for a $40 knife, I
Yeah.
mean the action on it's excellent.
Yeah.
9 CR, so it's better than 8 CR for sure. It does have FRN scales, which these are pretty nice. I don't mind these scales at all. Deep carry, they're
Got.
really good.
I got
I
something here.
can't spidey click. I can index finger flick it.
Just
What's that? The pintail or?
no. This is the Badlands Vagabond,
Oh,
and it basically is a drop point. It's really basically a drop point Ortis.
yeah, yeah. I thought
It
the
looks
same
just
thing.
like the Ortis, but only it's got a drop point instead of that clip point blade, and no hole in the blade. But it really, the handle and stuff is pretty much the same.
Yeah, handle looks about exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. It's pretty much and a lot of people. I'd had people say that. When I did the review of the Badlands Vagabond, I'm like, yeah, and I'm probably more of a drop point guy than I am a clip point guy.
Yeah, I don't have very many clip points. Yeah, when I saw that come out, I thought, man, that's like the Ortus, but it's got thumb studs. I prefer thumb studs over flippers, but
I'm really getting more into the thumb studs. I really am. I I don't know. It's just different. I guess our tastes kind of evolve and stuff. Not that I have anything against flippers. Not that I'm never going to buy another flipper knife because, of course, I will. But I don't know. I just started
oh,
getting
I
more
will too.
more into
But
thumb studs. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Oh, what's the blue one? Is that the oh,
that's
that's
the
the front flipper,
X,
right? Yeah.
yeah, X arc.
X, there you go. I liked that knife. Nice little slender knife. I like that one
Yeah,
a lot.
what's the flipper one? The Chronic.
Yes.
I might have to
Yes.
pick one up. Just they they're almost the same. One's a front flipper, one's a back flipper. Blade's different. Blade shape's a little different.
Yeah. Yeah. So have you seen any of the new Sencut knives?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen them. I've looked at them online in the videos. Thing thing with those is you can only get them on Amazon. Is that correct? Or
It's right now, and I think from what I understand, that's kind of going to be I think that's going to be where you're getting them is from Amazon. I
yeah,
don't think you're
see,
going to be able to get them anywhere else.
Amazon will not ship a flipper or certain knives to New York State.
I've heard that. I have heard that. I'll be
So
darned.
it's slicey dicey. He has connections. He has someone. He gets them somehow, but I can't get them.
Right, right. So, well, I mean, for the first two that I saw, what was it? The Actium and the Sidious. Those both really resembled Civivi knives. The Actium looks a lot like the Backlash. There's
Yeah,
some minor differences. There's a little bit of handle differences. The Sidious looked a lot like the Fracture, which I like the Fracture a lot. I like the Backlash a lot. So, I wasn't I wasn't too bummed about it. I mean, I'd like to see different knives, but now I just got this one in. I got the this is the Scepter,
Oh yeah.
and I'm really liking this little guy. It's a micarta handle, and it's got that kind of a chubby little drop point blade on it. I really, really liking this knife. And again, thumb studs. Thumb studs. It is a flipper, but it does have thumb studs. So yeah, I'm really digging this little guy. So, and that's the whole thing. You've got you've got Civivi, now you have Sencut.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, that's kind of what I've been hearing is they're pretty much gonna stick on that Amazon only, at least for a while. I mean, anything can change. I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm
we're
gonna have
seeing.
to check that thumb stud one out because sometimes they'll slide by. I mean, I can get a Victorinox off Amazon, um, open L's and no problem.
Right.
Just I don't know what keywords they use. Flipper, something that automatically comes up. Can that ship to your present location?
Really? Huh.
Yeah,
I'll be darned. That's crazy. But I have heard that
yeah.
before. I definitely have. Something about New York State and, certain
That's
knives, you
another
just can't get
state
them.
that I heard mention, but yeah, I like the Civivis. I waited for the Odium for the longest time. I saw it on a video way back at SHOT Show or something, and
Right.
it took forever to come out. That's a nice. I like this little thing. Ferrum Ford's design.
You bet. I have, I don't have that. I have the mini Archbishop,
Yeah,
which is
it resembles
pretty
it.
much, yeah, it's pretty much the same size and knife. And I like that one a lot. And I really like it because, well, I picked it up from Justin, OCD for EDC,
Yeah,
and he had kind of like blasted the carbon fiber to give it some texture. And man, I really like how that turned out.
yeah. This one is a little slick
Yeah, he
for
said the mini
me.
Archbishop. I hadn't seen one. I haven't seen one with just regular carbon fiber. The only one I've seen is the one I got from him. And he said it was really slick and he did that, and oh, it almost feels like my carded now, to be perfectly honest with you. Oh, don't
Yeah,
show off. Don't show off.
I can't. I'll probably throw this against the wall.
Stick it in the wall.
You cannot keep a grip on it to do it.
Yeah, I hear you.
But talk about flippers and that. I say I don't like flippers, but two of my favorites are the Backlash and the Elementum.
Right, right.
I mean, I have two Elementums. I have the copper one and the S35V G10 one,
Nice.
which I think I don't know which one I like. This one's a lot heavier,
Sure,
D2.
sure.
This one's actually it's thinner, but I like those. Um, Backlash still it's one of my first ones. The copper was my first Civivi, and this was my second one, the Backlash. And I really do this one. I didn't carry this for the longest time. You get new knives, so you carry those.
Sure.
And I got this back in my pocket a month and a half or so ago, and yeah, it stayed in my pocket for like 2 weeks straight.
Oh, I love
'Cause
the backlash.
this thing's almost drop shutty.
With everything that Civivi has put out since the backlash, because backlash one of the first, was it 4? There's Backlash, Praxis, the Nausea.
Yeah.
It was 3 or 4, and it remained one of my favorites, or probably my absolute favorite Civivi. And then I got the Shredder, and the
Well,
Shredder
I
had the
wanted that so
blade hole, and it was so easy to. It was the one I would practice Spidey flicking on because it was so easy.
yeah.
and
When that
and that
came
one,
out,
yeah,
I wanted it so bad, but I didn't want to spend the money, and of course they sold out. And I mean, I could get it now, but it's kind of it is similar to the Ortis, isn't it? Just nicer scales and stuff.
yeah, a little bit bigger too. A little bit. Let's
Like I
see.
said, the Ortis is kind of like my surprise knife. I like it way more than I thought I would, and yeah, I carried the heck out of it.
Oh, the Ortis is definitely a good knife. And like I said, not that any of the Civivis weren't, because I mean, let's face it. I mean, they put out a really quality knife. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't think I liked the Elementum as much as everybody else did, and I don't know
No,
why. I mean, I like it; it's a good knife. There's nothing wrong with it. It just it didn't thrill me like it did a lot of people, I guess. And
yeah, I stayed away. Then he came out with the copper, and it's like, oh, well, actually, I was ready to buy one. So I was on Blade HQ looking at the Elementums, and got to the bottom and said coming soon. And I'm like, oh man, I want that one. So
right.
I didn't buy it then. I waited and waited and waited. Then they said the release date and time, and I was working days. I took a vacation day. I took the day off just so I could be there to buy it because I knew it was going to sell
that's
out.
that's
And
funny. That's funny.
yeah, within an hour, 3 of the 4 were sold out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I carried this. I have a little leather pocket organizer, which I don't have out here, but actually I carried that in that pocket organizer with a light and a Fisher Space Pen for a long time until it got hot out, and then I didn't want. I work in a hot environment. It's a hot glass plant, so
Okay.
I didn't want to get the leather all stinky and
Right.
you
Right.
know. But that's how I'd carry that mostly. I'd hardly ever clip this in my pocket. This one I do.
Right. Yeah. See, now I am not a big fan of the all. Like the all copper, all brass. I have a couple. I have a couple that I had. BJ from Hilltop Knives and Gear. I have a couple of the. I think it's the sharks. They're mini sharks that he did his like shipwreck patina on, which that does look pretty cool. But I'm, excuse me, I'm just not a big fan of the. I guess it's probably the weight of those full metal
Yeah,
knives.
that's I like. I don't know. I like the copper look. I like copper more than brass, but
Right.
my son got this for me for my birthday, the mini copper Natrix,
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
and I mean that was shiny when it was new, so it patinaed up real fast. But this is a pretty good little knife. D2. This is D2. This actually fits in my fifth pocket, so that's how I'll carry it most of the time.
Sure. Yeah.
And
So, do you carry a fifth pocket knife?
yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
A lot of times I always carry this um, Zippo tape measure.
Okay.
So a lot of times that's in my fifth pocket.
Gotcha.
But I can dump this, in my front pocket, just as easy. And again, I put a piece of bicycle inner tube over it because these are slippery, like a Zippo lighter, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Slippery. They like to slide out of my pocket, so I put
Oh,
that on. Plus the print on it is actually from my work, so it's a safety award from 1966,
really?
and it's a year older than I am.
Oh, wow.
So I put that on, first of all to protect the print on it, and
Sure.
I'm like, yeah, that gives a good grip. So I got
Yeah.
two of these. I put it on both. But yeah, this is a safety award, and at the time I actually worked in the safety department. I was in the safety department for 8 years, and yeah, so it's kind of sentimental value, I guess.
Sure.
But one thing I leave the house, I take this, and it's kind of an odd thing to carry, but I use it all the time.
Well, I mean, if it's a tool. If you use it in your, just like a knife. I mean, the knife, a knife is my most used tool at work. There's no question about it. And I usually have one of those Marlin Spike knives on me because they can help me undo shackles and stuff if I need to. I use the Marlin Spike as basically a shackle key, if a shackle gets
Yeah,
too tight.
that was a good video explaining how you use that marlin spike because I didn't know. I thought you stabbed marlins with it when you caught them. Stab them in the head. I knew there was a reason, but that's every time I heard
well,
Marlin,
well,
that picture.
you probably could use it for that as well. That could be a use for it. I won't, having never done it, I can't say for sure, but it might be good for that. But yeah, it really works well for undoing shackles and stuff like that. And that's exactly what I use it. Obviously, there's more uses for it as far as like line splicing and all that other stuff. And I don't do a whole lot of that. But man, it's a darn good shackle key. I'll tell you that much right now.
Yeah, and being in maintenance, we did a lot of rigging, and yeah, now I learned what you use it for. Is like, man, I wish I had one of those for the longest time now.
Yeah. Right on.
And yeah, we do a lot of rigging. I don't do that anymore. I kind of after 20 some years of doing that stuff, it's kind of hard on the body,
No, yeah,
so I
yeah.
took a easier job.
I hear you. I don't blame you either. I do not blame you at all. So cool. But well, I tell you what, my friend, it's about time. I think I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna have to run here. But dude, this has been awesome. And again, I will apologize it for my error trying to get everything set up. That was so frustrating. But hey,
I, I thought it was me because I first time ever doing it.
and I was like, well, and nothing, I had changed nothing, you know what I mean, in my setup. And I was like, man,
Yeah,
and then well, for the while it said you didn't have, and then it popped up and it's like, okay, well, it's telling me he has audio, so it must be on my end. And then I Casey and I had been talking, and I was like, hey man, are you in a spot where you can jump on real quick just so I can see if it's me? And he jumped on, and I saw he was talking, and obviously you and him were talking. And I'm like, oh crap, it's on my end somewhere. So I went digging, and finally found it. I'm like, oh, now I feel so bad. But I do
well
appreciate.
when I first got on, I had to do all the permissions, let
Oh,
Zoom use my
okay.
camera, let Zoom use my mic. So It took me a while.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. Us old guys, man, we're learning this technology.
Yeah,
And apparently I haven't
I
learned
don't know
it
why
well enough yet.
at work I finally got able to use Skype, and now Skype's nobody uses Skype. They use Zoom and
Yeah. Yeah. That's
just
what.
something else now. So
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah. We used to use Skype quite a bit. Like me and my family and stuff. We used to use that quite often. But yeah, I don't know if anybody uses it anymore. You hear nothing about it. So everything's Zoom now.
Yep, there's always something new.
Oh my goodness, yes. Especially when technology is, especially in the technology world. But well, awesome, Jack. I tell you what, man, I am so super thankful that we got it, that you agreed to do it, and I finally figured out my error, and we were able to get this done. But guys, you have got to check out Factors of Jack on YouTube. There will be a link down in his description. He's got an Instagram page, all the good stuff. Great. He's doing a lot of. I like the pocket dumps. You've been doing quite a few pocket dumps recently, and I really like those. See what you carry. That's very cool.
Yeah, I have to do another one. New Year's Day, I got a comment. You can do a New Year's Day pocket dump, and it's like, well, nothing's really changed from the last one, so
Right. Right.
I'll wait a while and I'll pop those up every once in a while.
Yeah, no, those are good. Those are good. So there you go, everybody. Thank you for sitting here checking out Factors of Jack and I in our chat here. Just remember, check it out, Factors of Jack over on YouTube. Thank you so much again, brother. I greatly appreciate you joining me today. And we'll have to do it again sometime, and hopefully I won't hopefully I'll be ready next time.
No, but thanks for asking me. I was being kind of surprised, and I've been nervous for like 3 days.
Oh no.
That that's I'm like, man, I hope I could get the Zoom thing to work,
Oh,
and
you
then
did
we're having
fine.
all that trouble, and
You did fine. It was me. So, all right, buddy. Well, I'll tell you what. Well, for those, I mean, and just so you, it's actually going to post tomorrow morning. We're recording this on Friday. It's going to post tomorrow morning. So it'll be up and ready to go. It would probably well, I know it'll be up when I get up, but maybe when you wake up tomorrow, it'll be up and posted.
boy, that's a thing. I miss SKL all the time. It starts right at break time, and if I don't get bothered, I don't get called, or my coworker's not yakking at me, I can sit on it. And then you'll do an early edition. And like last week, I slept through it. I woke up and it's like, oh, I missed it. Well, I
Oh,
could have got up and been on there, and I missed it.
oh, no worries. I know it's when I do the regular edition. I mean, it's late for the East Coast. I have some crazy East Coasters that are always there though. They're ready for it, and trust me, I greatly appreciate when you all do join in because that's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I really love doing the lives.
Yeah, I enjoy SKL. Sometimes I'll get on there and I have my wireless earphone in and
Oh, there
I'll
you go.
listen, but I can't really comment or anything.
Sure, sure. Right on. Right on. Well,
But
I
yeah,
tell you
this
what.
this has been fun.
Yeah, yeah, no, and we'll have to do it again. I'd like to. I need to schedule one where I've done a couple of the group ones, and it's just kind of been off the cuff. But I need to schedule, but actually, maybe a little bit more prepared type of thing. But the off
Yeah,
the cuff ones are pretty fun. They're pretty fun.
I
But
like
you,
I like the one you did with the young guys.
yeah, yeah, that was a good one. That was really good. I
Yeah,
really enjoyed that. Kind of the new blood of the EDC community. That was a lot of fun.
yeah. I checked them all out, subscribed and everything. So
Cool, cool.
of course, of course, Jack, I had to subscribe to him way back.
Right on. Right on. But well, all right, brother. Well, you have an absolutely fantastic weekend. And if you have to work, I hope you have a good day at work. And if not, enjoy the time off, my friend.
Okay, you too.
All righty. We will talk to you later.
Okay,
All right. Bye bye.
bye.